So here, 4 electronic toolkits. I'm not going to do a full review of these. I just want to tell you the pros and cons so you can make the best buying decision. So from left to right, this is most expensive to least expensive. So let's start with the least expensive first. Now, you get the standard size tools, should address all your needs, the different screwdrivers. You know, the build quality, not the greatest. It's rough around the edges. There's some little plastic parts that stick out that can kind of scratch you, stuff like that. But hey, if it's functional, I don't really care how pretty it is. The one thing I don't like about this is supposed to twist. So when you're above it and you have to twist like this kind of gives you something to work off of. The problem is, since this piece is rubber, it rubs up against it, so it doesn't twist at all when you apply any pressure. It has to be very loose. Don't really care for that. It does tell you the label of what's on it, so that's good, but this is just average. But it will get the job done if you need to. Now, with this, I forget it's called like a something tool, but let's just call it the pry tool to make it easier. As you can see, it's already broken and chipped off. It didn't last its first time, and you use this to kind of pry in between 2 pieces of plastic, so you can crack open a case or something like that. That's what you use it for, and this barely made it, so wasn't a big fan of this. You do get like a little X-Acto knife tool. This is the main reason why I don't like it, is these tweezers. There's too much flex in it. So you can see I can push in, but let's say I put my finger in here and I push it, it just expands. There's no pinch or gripping action. When you have little pieces, you really need that gripping. I do like these though. These are other little thumb pry tools. They give you 2 of them, a small one and a big one, and you just kind of pry. Same thing with the other one that broke. You kind of pry in there to open some stuff up, and I'm glad that they give you different sizes. It's nice, thick, and sturdy, unlike another one I'm going to show you a little bit later. Now the next set is just a screwdriver kit. Now some of the newer ones do come with pry tools. This one did not, but the newer ones do. It's just your standard set. Get everything you need here. I like that this pops out, and then I can just pull out what I want easy enough. My favorite feature of this one is, just kind of give you an idea, it just pops in, it's magnetic, good to go. But if I need an extra bit of leverage, I can take this out, put it through the hole, and then I can do this. That I like a lot. I've had to do that a few times just to get a little more leverage than having to, especially since this is so thin and small, it just gives you a little bit better grip. Like I said, you get all the other accessories. This is pretty standard, so depending, if you get on any one of these sets, you may get 1 or 2 extra things, but this is pretty standard for what you're going to get. Now this is an electronic one, nice hard case. The main selling point of this is it's electric. So you just put this in, it's magnetic as well, and then it'll turn for you. Love that, especially when I want to be lazy. And then if you turn it off, it is just a regular screwdriver. The only thing I don't like is there is quite a bit of slop, so as you can see it twists a lot. Wish that was a little stiffer. But overall, again, you get a lot of bits, pretty standard, should cover most things that you need, so not much variation with that. Now with this one, this is a little more robust. Now let's start on this side. You get a case. It's magnetic, so it comes right off, but it is very sturdy. The only thing I would be concerned about, if I dropped this while it was open, I'm pretty sure this would fly off. And then what's inside of here, you know, a lot of them kind of sit nicely into place. This is only held in by foam. So I wonder how long these will stay in place before, over time of taking them out, putting them back in, that it just becomes too loose and they fall out. So that's my only concern there. But here, this works perfect. I didn't show you on this one, but this one also has that feature, nice and smooth, unlike the other one. I'd say this one's good, no problems. This one is great. So just keep that in mind if that's something that interests you as well. And like I said, pretty much standard. You get kind of the same with all these, a couple extra ones, but for the most part, the ones you're going to need are always in here. Now here are a lot of the different pry tools that you're going to need, or electronic tools, starting with this. So they give you a lot of these, but I don't like these because they're so thin. Compared to the other one, You see how thick it is and sturdy. I like the little thumb print right there. These I don't see lasting long. I like the fact that this is a little sturdier. So I wish they had one of these in here instead of giving me multiple of the little thin ones that they know they're going to break. And then you get a lot of different other tools made out of some pretty sturdy metal. But my favorite is the tweezers, because like the other ones I told you had a lot of flex. This one, ow, it will pinch me. So it will grip onto whatever you need, especially those little small components. So there's no bending when you put stuff in here. It's going to grip. And that's probably my favorite feature out of all of this, is these are quality. Then you get this little pry tool as well. You can see, hopefully you can see it's much sturdier. Like with this one, I forget what they're called, but you can see the little white creases. That's where the plastic is weak. This one doesn't have any of those white creases. Solid all around. But if by some chance you do end up breaking it, they give you quite a few extra. So like I said, not a full review of all these, but just wanted to give you an idea of my pros and cons so you can make a buying decision. So I hope this helps, and take care.